And here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right. For big, it is ShoWTimE. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning up in the top left for Onside Gaming, it is Ryung. In the blue. Both players, I would say, even at this point, pretty underrated for their skill levels. Ryung, we talk about how his TVZ isn't up to snuff, but his TVT and his TVP are nothing short of elite. ShoWTimE, he has always been an extremely strong player. Always been so good. And he's starting to really hit another power spike again, it feels like. He's been killing it in the EU weeklies recently. All right, what are we going to be seeing here from these two players? ShoWTimE, oh, he gets the scout and he says, okay, Gate Nexus, let's go. Let's go. I feel like he's one of the few Protoss players that is doing this pretty consistently. Going for the Gate Nexus. And it feels like a lot of the other Protosses are sticking to the Gate Cybernetics core, even though a lot of Terrans are going back to this one Rax expand style. By the way, we are going to see a single Marine into Reactor. So ShoWTimE will be able to get away with this. And he's going to be able to, yeah, take himself a nice little probe lead relative to what he would normally be at. Now, ShoWTimE is a safety boy. So he still gets the Cybernetics core very quickly. Not like he cuts a bunch and, you know, heavily super chrono boosts probes. Just to a wild degree. But he still gets a lot. He still gets a lot of probes. And he will still come out of this with a nice situation. Behind this, Ryung, going to be going for a 3 Rax, which, traditionally speaking, is pretty good against the Stargate play. Not always amazing, not a guaranteed win by any stretch, but it is good. It is solid. Ryung, by the way, did continue to mine gas throughout all of this, so he's got a lot of gas in the bank. We'll see if he just goes straight for the tech labs, which I would expect. And very quick, you know, stim combat shields. Or if maybe he does that and then also adds on a quick factory. And, I mean, with this, very cool. Can ShoWTimE get the SCV? Yes, he can. Does it cost him the Adept? Not quite. A lot of damage on that Adept, though. That is a lot of damage on this Adept. And actually, that could be a problem with the 3 Racks coming in behind this. ShoWTimE won't be able to commit forward with the Shade because if he had, the Marines just, you know, trap him in and he loses it. ShoWTimE will be going double Oracle. He does love the double Oracle. And in this case, the way he plays it is going to most likely pay off. He usually uses a quick revelation on the Oracle, tries to get good information fast, figure out what his opponent's doing. Ryung, once again, still on about 200 gas. So that's a bit of the cost of not pulling workers off of this gas. Oh, this time he actually is going to go for some damage, but he will misclick. He wanted this one SCV that was low on HP. He could have 2-shotted it with the Oracle, but unfortunately, a little misclick costs him a lot. And he's going to end up taking a lot of Oracle hull damage and doesn't even get the SCV snipe, unfortunately. ShoWTimE going up to now a 3rd gateway and a robotics facility, really respecting this 3 Racks, going for 2 additional, well, not 1, but 2 shield batteries at the natural. Oh, ShoWTimE did build an extra cup. Well, he's up to 4 Adepts, an extra Adept more than we normally see in a situation like this. Does snipe down 2 SCVs. Ooh, Oracle's still active, going to be able to find another 2. Oh, gets 2 more SCVs. Not bad at all. Very nice. So it kind of makes up for the little misclick on the first part. Gets himself a nice, now 13 worker lead. He's got his 3rd Nexus on the way. He did warp in a lot of sentries, which means he's going to have Guardian Shield, which is going to be very handy against a predominantly Marine composition. Ryung looking to try and snipe the Oracles, find them from the side. Not able to get them, though. Which means he's now... Well, now he can't really attack, in my opinion. His army, he's already stimmed quite a bit on a lot of it. And with the one Immortal for ShoWTimE, he's getting a second one as well. Yeah, if Ryung tries to push, this is going to be a really big problem for him. Now, if he just sets up on the map and kind of goes hunting for the Oracles, that is something I like a lot. Oh, and actually, hang on. Oh, this is going to be a matter of who responds first. ShoWTimE was initially looking, but now he's not. Ryung gets the trap, doesn't even have to use Sim. That's the kind of play that makes Ryung the tactical genius that he is. Just puts his Marines and Marauders in a random position that you would never expect. You're going to be expecting them like here, or maybe here, or maybe here, maybe here. You're definitely not expecting them on this random ramp. And ShoWTimE gets punished massively by Ryung's very nice preparation. And now I like Ryung's position very much because ShoWTimE really relies on those Oracles a lot more than your average bear. He really hates not having vision. That's a huge pickoff. Ryung behind this. Now, double medevac drop into the main. But ShoWTimE, great adept on the right side, will see this. And I talked about relying on, the Oracles, but it's not like that's the only tool he's got up his sleeve. Gets a ton of damage onto the first medevac. Almost kills it, one shot away from taking it down. That's going to discourage Ryung mightily from going for this. Oh, and ShoWTimE is going to be going double Stargate Phoenix Colossus. At this point, get +1 air. Go for it. Do it. ShoWTimE actually does have a lot of minerals in the bank. Ooh, he needs to saturate this one gas with an extra probe. Ryung just finished up his third CC, and he's going to land it instantly. Good SCV production from Ryung means he will have a decent number of SCVs ready to send over there right away. ShoWTimE adding on a Disruptor here instead of the third Colossus, which is rather interesting. Ryung only going for 4 medevacs initially. I was just going to say, I'd love to see him repair up these medevacs, and that's exactly what he's doing. Especially if you're cutting medevac production for these Vikings, you really need those medevacs to survive. So super important to get those back up to full. I think repairing this one up to full would be valuable as well. ShoWTimE for his part. Does he? No, he does not yet have a Twilight Council, so the gateways are actually not that valuable for him. Honestly, I would have much preferred the Twilight Council before the gateway explosion. Maybe even just take a 4th Nexus. I really don't think those gateways do anything for you against stimmed bio. Unless you have charge for the Zealots. I mean, yeah, gateway units just suck without those Twilight Council upgrades. Against Stim, Combat Shields, 1-1 bio, yeah, you're not having a good time. Ooh, Phoenix is going to go for a little bit of a flyby here. We'll be able to find a couple of SCVs, and they force a bit of a stim. It's not like Ryung has been fighting a lot, so he's got a ton of medevac energy, but it won't be inexhaustible. Ryung, ooh, supply blocked here at 165. He's got 5 depots up, finishing up at once, which actually is going to max him out, basically, on supply. Actually, yeah, it will. ShoWTimE moving forward. I don't know about this. Does he have enough to get anything done? As long as it's a pressure, I think I'm okay with this. But he's got to be very careful. Ryung scans, does not see the army of ShoWTimE. He only knows about these Phoenixes. ShoWTimE trying to bait Ryung out. Ooh, he's going to go for the lift on a bunch of these Marines. We'll find a few of them. Does he go for the fight now? No. Okay, I like that. I prefer that he doesn't. Behind this, ShoWTimE is getting into +2 weapons. Still no Phoenix upgrades, despite the fact that he has, in fact, gone for additional Phoenix production throughout this. 14 Phoenixes on the way. The other reason that I really like the +1 air in this situation is it transitions into carriers much more cleanly. The carriers benefit so much from those attack upgrades, so too do the Phoenixes. God, look at those slow Zealots. They are just hilarious. Oh, ShoWTimE going to get caught a little bit here. There are ghosts on the field. Ryung is going to go for a big timing with these ghosts. Phoenixes are very vulnerable to ghosts, but Disruptors are going to land some decent shots. Tanks getting lifted out of the fight. Colossus going to town. Now charge finishes in the middle of the fight, and ShoWTimE is going to jump Ryung. The Vikings added no value. Really, they just kind of tanked against the Phoenixes, didn't deal with the Colossus at all, and Ryung gets absolutely massacred in the middle of the map. ShoWTimE was hunting for that fight. And I think this is now ShoWTimE going to be running over this game. Ryung, he's got nothing that deals with these Colossi effectively. Also, the EMPs were not ready to be fired. If he hits all the EMP, or well, if he hits a couple of EMPs on those Phoenixes, it's a completely different fight, I think. Ryung going to try and scramble together the defense. He just doesn't have the units. ShoWTimE going to run him over here, and we'll take game number 1. All right. Spawning down in the bottom left for big. It is ShoWTimE. In the red. And his opponent. Spawning up at the top right for Onside Gaming. It is Ryung. In the blue. Really great stuff coming in from ShoWTimE there. That was really funky because we almost never see that double Stargate Phoenix play with the Colossus and then like hunting for engagements like that. But ShoWTimE played that super patiently. When he drew he showed a lot of trigger discipline in that game number 1 when he drew the whole army of Ryung out into the middle between the main and the natural. And it looked like he was hunting for the fight. The Phoenixes kind of drew everything up to the top side, going for the fight on, I don't know, what was that, like 10, 12 Marines? And a lot of Protoss players would have just jumped right there. They would have said, I drew you away from your tanks. Now is my time to go. But ShoWTimE was like, no, this isn't the moment. I don't have charge just yet. This isn't my fight. Instead, he waits for Ryung's move out and then jumps it. Charge finishes during the fight. Ryung is not prepared. And it ends up being a crushing victory for ShoWTimE. I do think it could have gone more even if Ryung hits his EMPs. Those were very important to hit, but he didn't get them. Didn't get them. By the way, ShoWTimE, no scout this game. Just kind of looks forward out in front of his base. Ryung is going to be the one who scouts. We'll kind of check on what his opponent's doing. For Ryung's opener, we're going to be seeing a 1-Rax expand, Reaper Marine into Quick Factory. It's been nice to see Terran players being able to go away from the double gas openers a little bit more frequently. Oh, ShoWTimE. Ooh, looking into the natural. Okay, he does Chrono Boost the second Adept, so he will be prepared for this Reaper as it jumps in. But I think Ryung is going to be able to see the Stargate right away, which is really good information for Ryung. He didn't get that information in the previous game. Ryung is going for the opener, or at least some variant of the opener that made him so successful at IEM Katowice, which was delaying the starport. He's only getting 1 additional barracks, though, not the 2. Initially, at IEM Katowice, we saw, and this is IEM Katowice 2022, not 2023. So we're going very far back to basically Ryung being like, I don't know, there was 36 contestants at IEM Katowice, and Ryung was like the 43rd or something. A ton of people couldn't make it, and he barely got in from some GSL leftover points, and no one expected anything from him. And then he just cut a bloody swath through all the Protoss players. He beat Hero, who was on the up and up. He beat Nice. He beat... he might have beaten Classic, too. He beat some really strong Protoss players in that situation. And he did it off the back of these very quick Stim Combat Shields medevac timings off of delayed starport play. Really cool stuff. You get onto the map basically at like 6 minutes with a 3-Rax, basically with double medevac Stim bio. And it looks like he's going for that in this game. Very quick stim, quick combat shields. Oh, he canceled it, actually. He wants to starport first. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Does get the +1 weapons, actually, instead. Ooh, ShoWTimE going to try and jump the Cyclone. Does get the kill, and he will be able to get a Marine. Oh, 2 Marines? No. Yes, 2 Marines. Oh, he wanted that third. Ryung, though, good. Good job keeping that one alive. The other one he doesn't care about, but he keeps that. That's his homeboy. He keeps that guy alive. Still, very nice pickoffs from ShoWTimE, and he sees what this is. And knowing who Ryung is as a player, you got to be expecting this. You've got to be expecting this. So he's going to be looking for medevacs on the map pretty soon. Honestly, against this, I wouldn't mind more Phoenixes. But revelating those first 2 medevacs would be huge as well. He does have the very quick robotics facility. He's gonna be getting the Twilight Council as well. It's got to be charged first. Got to be charged first. There's the revelation, but he doesn't. Okay, he's gonna see the first 2 medevacs, and he's gonna see which direction they go. He'll be definitely wanting to pay attention to that. He wants to see... Okay, he sees them go towards the natural. Can he get the revelation? Oh, no, he didn't see them, I don't think, because he would have always wanted to go for those medevacs. And now ShoWTimE, I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows that these 2 medevacs loaded up to the bottom side. I really love that Ryung leaves these Marines. I am a huge fan of that, because it's more valuable to sneak across the map with this medevac setup. Such a smart play from Ryung. Really good situational read of what his opponent knows. Now, still, ShoWTimE is going to be prepared for this with the Scouting Phoenix. That is a really brilliant Phoenix here. And look at the ShoWTimE responds immediately, pushes Ryung back. Oh, Ryung did get the drop on ShoWTimE, but he doesn't realize how much of the drop he had. It looks like he got no drop at all. We see he did get a little bit of a sneaky move. Ryung, though, behind this, second set of medevacs is going to head up towards the top side. ShoWTimE, very well prepared for this so far. He's got charge finishing up. First, actually, that's the... Yeah, that is the first Colossus. Okay. Oh, Stasis Ward will get killed. Guardian Shield's going to get popped. Very nice force fields here from ShoWTimE. Catches good number of units. How many? Oh, it's only 3 Marines, but still better than nothing. Especially when it's Ryung looking to find damage. ShoWTimE has not yet lost a unit. It's only the Stasis Ward that has died, and that doesn't count. I don't count that in my opinion. Doesn't cost any resources. Ooh, ShoWTimE going to be going second Stargate again. So I think he's going to play the same style he did, and it's really good to play when you're ahead, and ShoWTimE is definitely ahead right now. It gives you so much control. We are going to see another quick Ghost Academy. So Ryung will have another opportunity to try and find something with this ghost timing. And once again, in theory, a ghost timing can be very good against a heavy Phoenix play. Observer sees exactly where Ryung's army is. He sees the medevac. Well, he sees 4 of the medevacs. This time, it's not going to be a lot of Vikings, though. And, I mean, it is going to be heavy Marine, heavy medevac, which means the Colossus will do particularly well. Nice revelations here from ShoWTimE. Marines are going to do well against the Zealots, the heavy Zealot play from ShoWTimE, but the Colossus are going to do so well against the Marines. And in this scenario, seeing them, if he sees the medevac count, I wouldn't hate ShoWTimE going up to a 4th Colossus. I would actually really like it. By the way, nice job killing one of these spotter Marines. Ooh, little drop, or little shark move going in on the bottom side. Looks like ShoWTimE wants to move forward once again with charge. And he says, Ryung, you don't have enough here. Scan comes in, does not see the observer. ShoWTimE, ooh, is he going to try and sneak through? Yeah, he's going to go down to the bottom side. Oh, Ryung. Ooh, who sees who first? Ryung just now seeing his opponent's army. Ghost does get lifted. 2 of the Ghosts getting lifted immediately, and the siege tanks. ShoWTimE jumps Ryung in the middle of the back alley and just absolutely massacres those important units. And now the Colossus are going to feast. The Phoenixes should pull back a little bit. ShoWTimE needs to kind of readjust his army. There he goes. And but with the Warping of Zealots, this is going to be way too much. That is now twice that ShoWTimE has jumped Ryung with the Phoenix Colossus charge lot. And it has paid massive dividends both times. Ooh, mass repair on the siege tank, not going to be enough to save it. At this point, there's like nothing to stop this army from ShoWTimE. It is almost pure Marine. There are only 2 Colossus, not 3, but they are +1. A lot of medevacs. ShoWTimE does still have to be a little bit careful, and he pulls back against a big SCV full. Oh, Viking's going to try and deal with the Phoenixes, but they're keeping the Colossus safe. War Prism will go down. Can Ryung actually get a cleanup here? He does have a good concave. He will get the cleanup. Okay, good job from Ryung. It cost him just about every SCV. He's down to just 23. But is he going to be able to strike through on the other side of the map? He might. This is his moment. This is his only moment, really, in this game. He's got a ton of medevacs. He's got a lot of 1-1 bio. ShoWTimE does have disruptors. I love that ShoWTimE gives up this base. I'm a huge fan of trading for time. Trading the base he does not need against an opponent who is on a third the worker count for time. Look at this sneaky disruptor, by the way, coming in from the back. Oh, and the observer sees the army. If Ryung goes up this way, ShoWTimE hits the disruptor from the back. ShoWTimE about to have another Colossus. Oh, this disruptor. Oh, this disruptor. Ryung, okay, he does see it. Oh, it could have been so much worse, but it's still 3 kills, and I think they were all Marauders. And that's... there's 1 EMP, but it's already instantly used, and it will be erased by the shield battery overcharge. Very nice job from ShoWTimE. I'm impressed that Ryung even cleaned up the army, by the way, at all. But ShoWTimE, the more time that passes, he's going to be back up to 3 Colossus in very short order. Like, we're talking 20 seconds. With Chrono Boost, it'll be even less time. Ryung cannot hesitate. He needs to go. He is not... he's just now starting to rebuild SCVs. But +2 weapons is also going to complete for ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE is hitting a huge power spike disruptor. Gets a couple Marines, pushes the army back. 2 more Colossus are on the field. Battery overcharge is going to be available pretty soon again. Zealots coming in from the back, screaming in from the back, will take down a reinforcing siege tank. Liberator goes down to the Phoenixes. The 1 tank getting a good amount of damage, but Ryung is getting massacred here by the mighty Protoss force. ShoWTimE takes the game and the series 2-0, and he will move on to the grand finals. Very well played by ShoWTimE, displaying an excellent Phoenix Colossus charge lot style. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out the rest of my YouTube.